It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commanders' leader at quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Cardinals, next on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out.
And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Hills. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. On 3rd down, Hills. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Cardinals at 5-4 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll run on 1st down. Hills. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hart. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hills. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. Back to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wood. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0.
So able to add on to their 1st half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hart. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Wood. Second and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
They'll look to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On 1st down, Hills try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
They'll run on first down. Hills, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Back to throw here. This one caught by Ridley. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The Cardinals set down and kick this one away, and off we go.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now Washington
down by a field goal, under 1:20 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's back to throw.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Wood. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 70 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all. Because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd down at 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Commanders,
they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.